Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're just over in the garage. I just want to put together a quick little toolbox tour, something that I haven't done before. So I figured I'd put it together. My box is pretty clean and organized, not too much going on today. So I'll put that tour together for you, just show you what I got in my toolbox and what kind of stuff I'm working with. So let's check it out. Alright, so to get this started, this is just the back wall in our shop. My buddy has the right side set up kind of, so this is his box over here, and then I have the left side over here. So I have a small roll cart here I just use for my service stuff, so I'll just throw my tools on here. Got baggies, marker tape to like label parts, little bins to keep as they come out, gloves, stuff like that. So this is just my kind of go-to cart there. And then over here I have my snap-on box. This is a classic 54, so it's 54 inches long, and it has the double drawer. It's a 10 drawer. So this is much different than the setup I had at my previous garage, if you guys have seen those videos. So I used to have one of the giant Master Mechanics boxes, a triple bank with the extended side cab, the hutch, the lockers on top. Thing was just ginormous. I mean, it was ridiculously large. So before I moved over here to Fort Lauderdale, I actually sold a box. I pretty much got back what I paid for it. And then when I moved over here, I looked for something a little smaller, a little more mobile, something I can use as like a workbench surface, because the other box was also so tall and I'm kind of short. So the thing was like up to my chest, so I really couldn't use it as like a worktop, even though I had the nice stainless steel top and everything. So I just wanted to kind of downsize, get something a little more practical that I could roll around the shop and use. So here we'll go through the drawers now. So I'll just cut to a clip now of my old box. I'll just show you a picture quick so you get an idea. And yeah, so that was my old box I used to have. So you can see I definitely did a good bit of downsizing. This box I picked up off the app OfferUp for 1,800 bucks. And I sold my other one I had for the same price I bought it for like 5 or 6 years ago, which was 2,800. So this basically was a little bit cheaper and freed up some money for me to buy some tools. So just going through it here, we'll start in the top drawer. This is where I keep all the sockets, ratchets, and extensions. So basically I have the box split. So I did SAE on the left side here, and then metric on the right side. These are actually something new to me, these trays. I just got these off Amazon. They're made by a company called Hanson, made here in the USA. So I just got these for both the metric and the standard half, 3/8, quarter drive sets. I think it was like 39 bucks for everything. So this just kind of cleans up the box a little bit and basically stands all the sockets up. So instead, before I had rails like these just kind of laying all down, so that just like filled up the whole box drawer here with just sockets, and I didn't even have room for the ratchets. I had to waste another drawer. So this just really cleans it up. So I have them all stood up here in these racks. These are really nice. So you just pull the socket off, boom, right back down. Easy identification for the sizes labeled. And I have them all the way through. And then in the back, I just have my hex bit sets, Torx. These I think are mid-length. Yeah, these are the mid-length ones. So I have the shallow, deep, and mid-length. Wobble sockets. These are for stripped out rounded heads. Breaker bars, long extensions, all my ratchets laid out, extensions here, and then coming up this side, on the metric side, I just have, those are the mid-lengths again, a bit set. These are all my adapters, universals, 3/8 to half, stuff like that. Wobble sockets, hex drives, and then coming up here, these are all the metric sets, quarter, 3/8, and half. And then just some extras I have up, I think up to 31. So these didn't quite fit on here. They go to 25s. Spark plug sockets. These little magnetic bit holders. And then, yeah, center just all the ratchets. So kind of your just go-to stuff right up here. This is actually one of my favorite little guys here. It's the size of the body of a 1/4-inch drive ratchet, but it has a 3/8 head on it. This is really good, and it's super fine. And I'd say probably this is my other go-to. This is a pretty fine. This is the FH80. I don't know if you can see that. So that's kind of my go-to guys. All right, moving on to the second drawer. So the second wide drawer I have here is wrenches. So kind of same theme. Left side here is SAE, right side here is metric. So I have 1/4 all the way up to 1.25 inch and combo wrenches, crow's foot. These are just some extras I have, 3/4. You know, sometimes you need the double wrench, so I just have doubles. Stubbies, line wrenches, and then the gear wrenches. I have just the basic set, 3/8 to 3/4. And the right side here we have 7 mil all the way up to 24. Line wrenches in the back, and then the basic set of gear wrenches, 10 mil up to 19, and just some crescent wrenches here and box wrenches. So nicely laid out, all organized. And these trays I also got off Amazon. I don't remember who makes them, but same here. I just keep the wrenches organized, and everything has a place. That's the important part, keeping a toolbox neat and organized. All right, moving down the right bank here, we've got all our pliers. So I'm not going to go through all the pliers, but you can see here a nice assortment. Pretty much everything you need. Moving down, this is kind of my measurement drawer. I just got like notepads, pens, razor knives, lighters, scrapers, machinist rule, square, feeler gauges, thickness gauge, micrometers, snap gauges, thread pitch gauge, dial indicator, the tap and die charts. And moving down, this is kind of the pick drawer. Mini pick screwdrivers, a little longer mini picks, files, another file set, tweezer set, adapters, tire valve set, and we also have another kind of little pick set here. Actually, I don't even think I've used this before. It came in one of the sets I bought. And I also have, this is a gem right here. This is a extractor set. It's made by Proto, and it has actually, they're square. Oh, you can see this here. Hold that up. But instead of those round ones, it has it's a square end, and this bites really, really good. Best extractors I've definitely used. And then of course with the extractors, we get a set of left-hand drill bits to go with it. Nut driver set in the back. Really don't use that very often, except for maybe hose clamps, and some more picks and stuff here. Inspection mirror. All right, moving down again. This is one of my favorites, my air tool drawer. I'm kind of, I guess you would say, old school. I don't really have a lot of battery tools, so I mostly use pneumatic stuff. Kind of got into that from my dad in wrenching. We had a big air compressor at home and all pneumatic tools, so that's just what I've grown comfortable with. So nice heavy Ingersoll Rand impact. I actually got this from my dad. He gave that to me. And the snap-on drill, he gave that to me too. Blue Point die grinder, air hammer, 3/8 and 1/4 drive, air ratchets, a little right angle P grinder, straight P grinder. I also have the right angle grinder. I always keep a flap wheel on here. It's kind of my favorite cleanup tool. Like impact wobbles, adapters, blow gun, tire chuck, and we'll just slide this forward here, and I keep all my spare wheels, rebuild set. These are all my burring bits, stones, and the tools for the die grinders and such. And then I have all my 3M Scotch-Brite, or whatever you want to call them, quarter turn pads there. And I think that's everything. Oh, I got an air saw also, and a palm sander. So definitely one of my favorite drawers. Love air tools. Moving down. This is it's a big drawer, so you kind of pack it in. Hammers over here, everything from dead blows to big heavy hitters. And I even got some brass ones for soft stuff. You don't want to damage your surface. Snap-on, tap and die set. I think I got a puller set under here, some 3-jaw pullers, oil filter wrenches, my 1/2-inch drive torque wrench, bigger pry bar, and some cheater pipes down there. Slide hammer, I think, too, is in there. All right, then we're going to skip over to the left bank. We've got all chisels, punches, feeler gauges, the grinding tool for chisels, for the gauge, more chisels and punches. Coming down, got C-clamps, Allen key sets, and my pry bars, and then the bigger one is in the bottom drawer. Down again, screwdrivers, wire brushes, hose picks, stuff like that. The little bit sets for the hand impact. This is also a really awesome tool. And I have that actually socket bit set for that up here too. This guy. So you have all your flats, fill-ups for breaking screws free. And last drawer, this deep guy. This is kind of my, I guess you would say, catch-all. I get these 2 little sliders on top. These are just a few sets. Some miscellaneous like AC fittings, little flashlight, some electrical terminals. Lift those out of the way. And then I really just have this full of sets. This is a Torx bit set, wire terminal set, drill bit sets, my multimeter, test leads, zip ties, Milwaukee bit set. So that's all kind of just stuff in here. Not stuff I'm really using every day, so they're all the blow mold kits just stored down there. And so that's it. That's the box. 54 inches across the top here. The drawers are, actually I don't know offhand. Let's do a quick measurement. So actual room in the drawer is 22. If this was all the way in, I'd be at 22 because there's a lip here. You can see where I have my breaker bars. So you got 22 inches of drawer space by 54 wide. So decent sized box for your average garage mechanic. Probably even more space than really anybody would need at their home garage, or I don't even know, a technician might even use something this size. This is the bigger kind of version, the the KRL? This is like the real big heavy duty box. I think the drawers on this are like 30 wide, but you see what I mean with the height. Like this box, this countertop height here is like up to basically my chest. Like I can't really use that as a worktop. But over here, this is about probably 6 inches lower, so I'm actually like comfortable here. It's at the bottom of my elbow. And then the top here, I just keep my service manuals for my Corvette. That's the old LS7 stock cam and timing chain there. Cam bearing, wiped cam bearing out of a MAN 4860, one of the ships I used to work on, main diesel generator. That's a cam bearing out of one. Boiler, sight glass from a steam propulsion boiler. Got a little model drag bike, snap-on. Fuel pump plunger, have the same MAN 4860. That's the fuel injection pump for all you diesel guys. That's the size of the plunger on the injection pump. And yeah, just keep my laptop here, do all my tuning for my car. And just some safety stuff, glasses, earmuffs. And that's kind of just the top. I got a power strip up here too for charging cell phone, whatever. And yeah, that's the setup. So thanks for checking out this video, guys. Hope you liked the toolbox tour and checking out what I got in my toolbox. Hopefully maybe gave you some ideas on how to organize your box better, do a better layout. I know big key to just being productive and keeping the workflow going is not having to like rummage through a messy box looking for tools and digging for a socket. So having everything laid out and really well organized is definitely key, and I've learned that over the years in both my hobby garage here and in my profession as a marine engineer working on ships. So you know, take the time, get your toolbox cleaned out, get it organized, and definitely going to pay dividends in the future. So thanks for watching, and catch me on the next video.